Hey. Ebro Rosenberg. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Cracking off on a Monday, post Super Bowl Monday. It should be very festive today. You got the people angry and the people feeling emo and happy and overjoyed. I think we should focus on the people feeling emo, happy, and overjoyed, not the negative, racist, white supremacists trying to insert themselves in the convo. It dawned on me over the weekend, too, how much people just want to insert themselves and not be a part of a joyous celebration. They just want to be negative.
Right.
It's pretty remarkable, actually, if you think about it. And we're going to get some congratulations. You played yourself, like Jake Paul playing himself again.
Loser.
Even his brother was like, yo, bro, shut up.
Right.
You sound ridiculous. You live in Puerto Rico.
And the funniest part was I did see a lot of people, I think wishfully being like, I think this is a setup for Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny. Well, when Logan Paul jumped in and goes, hey, I love my brother, but yeah, that's not how I feel. I'm going to go ahead and say that wasn't a setup for a wrestling match. If so, that was a terrible way to start things off.
Right.
I didn't even think about the wrestling angle. Not at all. But it was a very festive weekend. Let's start with you, Laura Stylez. How'd you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it. I mean, I had a chill evening with just me, my partner, Ricardo, and Kenza. We just ate some food, watched it and loved every single moment of it. We had a good time. He was watching the game. I just tapped in for the show.
Of course, like you and so many other hundreds of millions of people.
Yes. There were so many festivities going around in the city, though.
Yeah, a lot of watch parties, right?
Huge watch parties, yeah.
Oh, for Benito Bowl.
Yes, that's right.
Because let me tell you, no one cared about that game. No one gave a damn about that game.
Listen, they didn't care about the game. I actually enjoyed. I like defensive games, so hit me with the button because I definitely enjoyed the football game. Also,
also talk about an opinion I don't care about.
Congratulations.
Exactly. You don't watch football. Like, so maybe that means it was.
Look. Settle
that
down,
means
buddy.
It was a bad game.
Settle down, buddy. I've been closer to football, actual football, in my life than you have.
So I don't know why you take it personally.
Whether I watch it all the time.
This is how you want to start. This is how you want to start.
Well, I mean, you hit me with the opinion I don't care about. I don't know what good football is.
I'm just saying the person who jumps in and goes, I enjoyed the game. It was the first game you watched this season.
Well, that's true.
Maybe have lost an eye for what's even fun.
Maybe that's why I enjoyed it, because I hadn't watched any games.
Yeah, you were like, I
like this sport.
Yeah, exactly. Ebro was like, being in person at the most exciting game of the year, getting to see it from a suite.
You know what's crazy, though?
That's great.
You know what's crazy? I ended up watching it on TV anyway. It's not like I had a seat in that celeb fest.
Right.
You know
I can imagine that.
I was standing in the back. I didn't get to sit down in the front.
So that's how it works. So some people have tickets where they can go sit, and then some people just have suite access, and you can wander.
No. Everybody had tickets. I'm there just working, me and Zane just hanging out.
Got it.
I work for Apple. Everybody else got to come hang out.
Everyone else was invited, and their thing has a ticket, a number on it.
Yeah, well, I have a ticket and a number too, but I don't have a seat.
Got it. So you have a.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
If you want to go sit down, that's what you get slapped.
I mean, luckily for me, Justin Bieber was playing the wall in the back, and what other name drops can I use right now? And his wife, so they gave up their seats a few times where I got to go sit down. They weren't really, and Dave Grohl wasn't using his seat, so I came and sat down a little bit.
Oh, wow, nice.
That
nice.
Dave Grohl's a really nice guy, by the way.
He's like, hey, bro, you tired? Come here. Let's
he was hanging out with his wife and having beers in the back. So I was like, oh, you're not using this seat? I can sit down for a second.
When they showed him on camera,
cool.
He was very funny. Immediately played to camera, started pounding beer. But real quick, back to the game, because I do want to hear more about your name drops, though. You may have enjoyed it. That was everything I knew it was. Effing boring from beginning to end.
Yeah,
yes, good defense, but also
yeah.
bad offensive play. And call me a casual. I don't enjoy a defensive battle like that. Now, if they've been just sacking and intercepting and it just felt like this is exactly why I don't like the Super Bowl. We talked about this last week. Super off kilter, weird pace, doesn't feel like anything. You're waiting for it to start, and then Ebro finally gets going, and Drake May throws the most ridiculous interception to end the game.
Crazy.
It was just, but the Benito was. I thought it did not disappoint at all. I was very. I just enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I totally understand why you'd be teared up watching it, and I think for a lot of people, they went into it maybe expecting controversy or him saying something that was outwardly divisive.
Of course.
And what they got was, and I mean, even people who love him were thinking maybe he would take a big shot. They
Or
didn't
wanted him to clap back in some way or something like
when
that.
really what he was doing, Benito's celebration of Puerto Rican and Latin culture was the clapback.
That's right.
That was the move. Like, I'm going to show you the beauty of this music, this culture, these people, this island, and this, honestly, this whole continent. And that is going to be the clapback. And I thought it was masterful.
Wait, but I want to go back, Ebro, because
Yeah.
Ebro, how exciting it is. You were like the first one to when I saw you walk out at the press conference. You know how exciting that is? Everyone's texting me. I was like, I'm not there, but I'm just as excited.
Nah, it's cool.
It's
man.
such an amazing moment to be able to sit down with Bad Bunny, you and Zayn, and like just have the first major interview. We were so proud of you. It's
Oh,
just
thank
so
you so
cool.
much.
It was just so cool.
Yeah.
And for the thoughts that are in the chat, I'm sure it makes everybody feels like, yo, one of our guys is there. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure I let you know how proud we are.
Oh, thank you for that, Laura.
It
That
was
means
so
a lot.
cool.
That means a lot. No, it's very cool, and it's very.
And for people who
I'm
didn't
very
realize it was
honored.
every year that he does it, literally does that every year.
I know.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
But it was Bad Bunny.
We're
so it's
proud
different.
again.
But
Yeah, we're proud again. but it
Kendrick talking
also.
last year was big too. Let's not lie. That was a
But
big moment too.
I think the climate. One of the conversations that people were having a lot. I mean, and when I say people, literally everyone, even from the press conference, but specifically at the game, was the most American thing you could think of, right? Because you have the climate outside the game, which is people
That's
are
right.
pissed. People are pissed. People are pissed off. They're pissed off with the government. And so one of the first performances you see is Green Day, and it's like, yo, we're at. I mean, this is as big as it gets, and you have a band up there basically saying, singing American Idiot, which is just straight talking that ish that we love, right?
Of course.
Then you get into Coco Jones singing Lift Every Voice and Sing, and Brandy Carlisle, who is just an amazing human being. And then Charlie Puth, who did the most soulful, probably, rendition outside of like Whitney Houston's version of America, of the Star Spangled Banner I've seen in a long time, with the choir in the background playing the keys. Shout to Charlie Puth. He really did his thing. And then the halftime is Bad Bunny, which is in Spanish. How diverse and inclusive and American, really representing all walks of life, can you be
I know.
at a sport at one of the biggest events in the world for entertainment and sports? The only thing bigger than the Super Bowl is the World Cup, and they're not known for their halftime.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the most American thing you can have. So, and it was dope. It was dope. So you had like all aspects of everything. It was really good. The walk-in was great. A lot of Seattle fans. It was like a home game for the Seahawks.
Yeah, it felt very Seattle from a distance.
Yeah, so it was all good. I mean, and that's why, like, I started the show talking about what y'all want to focus on. The fact that this was amazing and uplifting and beautiful, or everybody trying to insert themselves and create, a negative moment out of a immensely positive moment. How more positive could that be? Where you have freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and all walks of life taking place at one event. It doesn't get better than that.
Also, but
it
not
was
only
beautifully
that,
done.
celebration of culture. Hey, man, celebration of the United States.
Yes.
Celebration of everything.
Yes.
It was all in there. So, yeah, it's funny. I was like zapped of my need to even fight with these people. I mean, yes, except for when I saw, Jake Paul's ridiculous tweet. That did send me a bit. But for the most part, I saw what was happening on the T-Pusa. I don't know where you find it, but I saw it on the internet, and I saw, Kid Rock lip syncing. I saw the disaster that those no names performing looked like, and I'm like, why would I want to focus on this?
So, by the way, I saw a number that said 5 million people tuned into that. Hit the button. Who are you, 5 million people?
No.
Congratulations.
Can't be.
You played
That can't be
yourself.
true.
I just saw them having technical difficulties or licensing difficulties, so they couldn't go on Twitter. I think they were supposed to like stream through Twitter also, or X. That didn't happen.
Wow.
Whatever. Who cares, man?
I mean, listen, I would love to hear in the chat right now, anybody in there, how you guys felt. One day we're going to have a phone number. You guys know that, right?
Yes.
One day, Ebro, Laura Rosenberg will have a phone number where you guys will be able to call. It's studio 1.1. Wait,
No,
it
would be. Well,
were we all the
stu-
way to
Two?
2.0?
Well, we're currently still in 1.0.
1.0.
It's still really still 1.0.
It's coming.
It's a
You
good
have plans.
1.0, but
We got plans.
we got plans though.
Griff says we're still in 1.0.
Yes. The anticipation for the whole thing was so dope. Oh, by the way, I was able to get a quick little plug-in. I was on CNN on Friday plugging
we
the
know.
Super Bowl.
Yo, do we have the
halftime
clip? Let's run the clip. I thought we had the clip ready of Laura on CNN.
Yeah, it's a little long, but
I didn't know that I'd be matching Bad Bunny, but here we are. Laura Stylez, co-host of the Ebro, Laura and Rosenberg show, joins us now for a
Stop the clip.
Stop
the clip.
Laura, what's happening? What are you doing?
Wait, Ebro, do you really not know? Or are you asking in
no,
earnest?
I don't think he knows.
No, I saw her text, but I want her to explain
Okay.
the audience.
Okay. So I had, I did this broadcast from home. So I had told, my wonderful, like the person who helps me with Kenza, right? Like my nanny. I was like, please don't come home till after 5:30.
Nah, bro.
Rewind
Please.
it from the
Okay,
top. I gotta
and
see this.
And she's like,
So-
yeah, sure. Oh, don't worry.
I didn't know that I'd be matching Bad Bunny, but here we are.
Look,
Laura
watch
Stylez,
Laura, watch
co-host
Laura,
of the
watch,
Ebro,
watch.
Laura and Rosenberg show, joins us now for a
Look,
crash course in Bad Bunny 101. Laura, thank
Still
you so
fighting
much
it.
for being here. Let's just get straight to it. The Super Bowl will be the first time that some people see Bad Bunny perform. If you had
Yeah.
to describe who Bad Bunny
So,
is as an artist,
it just goes
10
from
words or
there.
less, what would you say?
Oh, God. Oh, there's so many words that come to mind. He is electric. He
got it
is
together.
welcoming.
She got it together,
he is
though.
fun.
True
He
professional.
is Yes.
culture, and we're gonna definitely experience a beautiful representation. He's gonna take us to Puerto Rico. I'm sorry, Brad. I can go on and on and on.
I
'cause
know what
I'm so
everyone's
excited.
thinking right now.
This is
All right.
undoubtedly the
I know what everyone's thinking. Why is Laura's background better when she's on CNN than when she's on this program? that one's got art.
I
Ebro,
tried,
looks at the whole
something
situation.
different.
Whole
I tried something
situation.
different. Anyway.
It was
so
a good
Ebro,
look, Laura. Great job. Congrats
Thank
on that.
you.
And
And
thanks
you
for representing
survived
the
it.
show.
Yes. And everyone at CNN and Brad and Don, they're all awesome. They're fans of the show and they're just great people. But Ebro, so I told her specifically, don't come home till after 5:30. As soon as they're like 3, we're going live, Laura, in 3, 2, 1. I see the door open.
No,
Come
you were
on,
so
man.
tight. You were so tight.
I was so, and then Kenza runs over to me and she's pulling my hand. Like, and I'm just like, I'm doing the get away. And then at one point they walk away and then Kenza comes back and it's like pulling on my hand. That's why you see me going like this. I was like,
Yo.
please, I don't want to be a meme.
No,
I
it's
don't
so
wanna be
good.
a meme.
No, that's a meme. By the way, we're gonna cut it.
Yeah,
into
we're
a
still
meme.
making it a meme. But Ebro, you realize that we were 2 seconds away from this show really being on fire. If we were that close.
With Kenza coming on camera and like
If
interrupting the whole thing.
If she goes fully on and destroys the whole thing, bad moment for Laura, great moment for the show.
Oh,
It would've-
phenomenal.
we would have been out of here, bro.
Phenomenal.
Oh,
And especially if
God.
Kenza would have jumped up there and said, F these kill kids.
Yeah, drop one of her catchphrases on
You know
these
what I'm
people.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
we
but it
would
was
have been
great.
out of here.
Amazing.
It was great. It was great.
So look, we need everybody to subscribe to the Patreon if you have it in your bank account to support the program, so that we can pay the amazing people working behind the scenes and even pay Laura Stylez. Rosenberg and I won't get paid for some time, but we're still working on it. As the numbers get up, maybe Rosenberg might stop showing up one day. If he does, it's because we haven't been able to pay him.
Well, it's been 2 years. He said, hey, I don't know when I signed up for this. We have some super chat people.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Triple L Deontel.
Hi.
He said streamers found that the 5 million views were botted live because you could literally see the chat wasn't even moving.
Wow.
So he's saying it was completely fake and people knew.
That's and you're talking about T-Pusa.
Yeah, that the T-Pusa wasn't even the T-Pusa was not even a thing at all. Doesn't surprise me.
Now, what was real was the wedding at the Bad Bunny ball.
I saw that was real.
That was real. And that couple had asked Bad Bunny to come to their wedding. I don't know the particulars of how they asked him or if they know him or how it got to him, but nonetheless, he spun it around and was like, yo, no, pull up and you're going to be a part of the halftime.
That's amazing. Imagine it's like, hey, babe, you want to get married at the Super Bowl halftime show with Benito?
That's so nuts. And I could tell early on, I'm like, I bet this is the real deal. I bet these people are getting married. It's what it. And then you go back and watch it, and he has the storyline. He goes, he gets the ring, he gives it to the guy proposes. Then it was so dope.
Yo, can I tell y'all something? So I get to every year when we do this, we get to see a rehearsal show on Thursday.
Okay.
Which obviously I don't really talk about because it's confidential, and I don't want to get up here and be yapping. So I knew Lady Gaga was going to be there.
Okay.
And I saw her perform at the rehearsal. I gotta say, I could tell that Lady Gaga was a little bit nervous when it was live yesterday.
Because
I saw the difference in her, in her energy a little bit. And I was like, yo, Lady Gaga's a little bit nervous in this scenario. Like, this is very new for her. And she's doing something that, she's a guest here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Yes.
And you could see it. But I mean, look, she nailed it. She's Gaga. It was phenomenal. But you could just, even when she was in rehearsal, you could tell she was overjoyed to be invited into this cultural moment.
I love that. I know people had mixed feelings about her, but I didn't. I thought it was fantastic. I think the messaging is on point. She's a huge advocate for the LGBTQ community. She's always on the right side of history.
Yeah.
So I love her.
What was people's downside on it? Like, Benito should have just done himself, or
no?
They wish it was Mark Anthony. They wish it was.
They wish it was. He would have highlighted a Latina. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's always going to have an issue with something, but to me, it didn't bother me.
Why do we? I mean, we're speculating, and I don't know, and didn't ask, but why do we think he chose Lady Gaga in this moment?
I think it's because of what Laura just said, what she represents.
That's the only thing that, to me...
And maybe he just loves her and is a huge fan. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think a part of it, too, was to show the naysayers she's down with us.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
People who maybe like her and were maybe unfamiliar with him or not quite sure if they were welcome in. Gaga makes people who, like her and maybe feel like they can relate to her, like, oh, okay, no, this is welcoming. This is an invitation for us all to be a part of this. So I felt like that was a powerful thing.
But I mean, I had that same thought, but at the same time, if you're someone who's over there and you thought that Lady Gaga was down with you,
congratulations.
That's what I'm saying, because she's so open about who she is.
I guess I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about culture. I'm talking about people who don't speak Spanish or people who don't know the dances or people who, I'm not talking about people who were like anti. I'm talking about people who just kind of just didn't necessarily know how to fit in.
Got it. Okay, yes, that I could see. That makes sense. No, it is extending, using someone who's an English-speaking performer is extending an olive branch to maybe people to be able to find their way into it a little bit more. I see what you're saying.
Well, and many of us, it's definitely all of us on this show, are accustomed, in a good way, to being outsiders to different cultures and being okay showing up and learning. And not being the center of attention.
Right.
Like, that is not something that everybody's accustomed to. Right? Some people, and it's unfortunate, have only lived in their bubbles, do not go out and want to learn, are not, and sometimes some people aren't even sure if screwing up trying Spanish and screwing up, or trying a different language, or listening to people talk about a different religion, or watching people pray in a different way, like that it's okay for them to want to learn that. Not everybody grows up like that. We all grew up like that.
That's right.
Experiencing different things and being okay with different things.
Well,
and so I think the Lady Gaga thing helps people, or at least maybe I'm dreaming. I hope that's that's my hope, is that it does.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah. Now, the Super Bowl halftime opens up in a sugarcane field. Everybody's
right.
clear on why that's important, right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Why don't you explain it?
Well, so our ancestors toiled in the fields, y'all. In these fields. And there's still people toiling in these fields who are being harassed by ICE right now and making sure food gets on our table in a mostly inexpensive fashion. So those fields really represented all our ancestry as well as immigrants today. So
that's right.
That was super important. You guys are aware that some of the businesses, when he was walking through the fields, that some of those food carts are actual businesses.
Yes. Yes.
That he was, the taco stand, I believe, is a taco stand in LA. The lady who gives him the shot when he takes the shot, that's an actual business in Williamsburg. That's Toñita.
Toñita, yeah. And it's very important to say, because when he's in New York, he makes it a thing to visit Toñitas, right?
Yeah.
But not only Toñita is it a social club, but you can go get a delicious plate of food. But it's very meaningful, because my girl was explaining it to me, because that's where a lot of people would go who wouldn't speak English to connect with others, to just get help translating documents and just get advice and just help. So it's a community hub. So it's really, really important to that part of Brooklyn. And what she's done is amazing. So I thought it was really beautiful that he honored her. That it was just so fire to see.
Well, and didn't he do a fundraiser or something a while ago
he's helped
to
her.
help her save the business?
Yes. Yeah. He brought a lot of attention to her too. And this is really quick, Ebro. I squealed because one of my homegirls, Flaca, was in there. She does braids,
really?
and she
Okay.
has a braid shop in the Lower East Side called Strand Addict, and she's straight Boricua, straight from the island. Ricardo and I were watching, I'm like, Flaca! We were all screaming.
No
'cause
way.
She
Where was
braided.
she?
She outside of the casita. She's there smiling, braiding hair.
Wow,
She
that's
goes by
crazy.
Gingy. I was so happy to see my girl there. It was so dope. So dope.
And speaking of the casita, you guys also obviously saw Cardi B and
Yes.
shout to Carol G, who
Yes.
I got to hang out with a little bit in the suite, and she was super. People were boo-hoo crying, bro.
Yes.
No. Rosenberg, there were people who work at Apple who culturally have no connection to this. They're just regular.
Hopefully have no connection and we're crying.
No, boo-hoo crying.
I'm not gonna front. I shed some tears.
Had to excuse themselves. Had to be like, I'll be back. I can't.
Because
Wow.
everything has such incredible meaning, like the power line workers. That part right there was so beautiful, because he's reminding people, el apagón means the blackout. You know how many times families have to deal with not having electricity? Like the privilege of having electricity that works. And how it's affected the island over and over and over.
And by the way, this
again.
is an American territory. They can't get power, and the corruption that exists in government, not just in Puerto Rico, but in their representation here in the mainland, contributes to all of this.
And I believe whoever runs their electricity has all these corruption accusations. It's bad, Rosenberg. It's bad. Ebro, I really loved obviously when he gave his Grammy to his younger self.
Yes.
That part, I was like, oh God.
No, that was the most obvious, because a bunch of these would really need someone to explain it. It's kind of like Kendrick in that way, going through it one more time to see all the little moments. But that one, whether you viewed it as him giving it to himself or just giving it to a little kid who could dream of it, that part was Yeah, instant tearjerker.
Yes, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. And Ebro, not that long ago, I was at Rosenberg's house and I was explaining, we were talking about Bad Bunny. Remember, Rosenberg, when I was telling you about the song Yo Perreo Sola, right? So I was breaking it down, Ebro, because first of all, Yo Perreo Sola is a banger, right? And I was so surprised that at the beginning, he actually like played a clip of it. But, you know, the video had a lot of controversy because when the music video came out, he went straight drag. Like prosthetics and everything. And you already know the homophobia in Latino America. Everybody was like, oh my God, like literally dying. But the song is about like letting women, like, I don't want to say twerk by themselves, but like let them have their moment. Let them feel sexy and beautiful without harassing them. You know what I mean? Like that's really like the core of the messaging. So for him to even like throw that as part of the Super Bowl halftime show, I thought it was beautifully done. So he took small little pieces like that and make sure he included them. I thought that was wonderful.
And then he closes with a celebration of unity, right? With the flags and everyone coming together. And the quote about love defeating hate, and together we stand. I mean, and then spikes the football.
Yeah.
Spikes the football, and also Ebro in that moment when he's carrying the flags, goes through every country in the Americas, ending with the United States and Canada. Was pretty cool too.
That's him repping for all immigrants from all over. And also, Ebro, we can't forget, having Ricky Martin sing Lo que pasó a Hawaii was done on purpose. You know what I mean? It's like him singing it. Everybody was like, whoa. But remember, we talked about this on the show. He was the one that dropped what he was doing and joined him with Residente to execute one of the biggest protests that Puerto Rico ever had to get rid of a corrupt governor.
And what is the translation, English translation of that title?
Lo que pasó a Hawaii, what happened to Hawaii.
Well, and just so everybody knows, that story of the Hawaiian Islands being stolen from the Hawaiian people, and they're still struggling to hold on to their culture and their heritage there, and the connection between Hawaii and Puerto Rico.
Yes. That's why that was so important.
Real quick, super chat. DJ Taste-tastic says, tell a friend and tell a friend. We got to get Laura paid, LOL. Chef Daniel Brown jumps in and says, ERL, get that merch pop and tell Laura to get on the ball. Your team is straight dope, uncut, much love.
Oh, we got more coming.
The new merch is rolling out. We don't have a date, though, Laura.
No, we don't have a date just yet.
We're tightening it up.
What are we waiting for, by the way?
We didn't even confirm exactly what it was, did we?
Yes. We'll announce it this week. I'll say it. We'll announce it this week. Everyone's super excited, man. They've been hitting me up like, can we get a hoodie version? I'm like, chill. It's coming.
Now, Laura, don't get crazy and drop hoodies in July when it's mad hot out, all right? It's cold right now. People are like, yo.
I know.
Can I get a hoodie? So, how you guys are, speaking of cold, I don't know where most of our audience is listening. Matter of fact, tell us where you're listening in the chat. But how are you guys handling this cold, man? How you guys holding up?
I'm gonna hit you with this real quick. This is me. I'm tapping out to winter. You got this. No, you got it.
Feel you.
No, you like today was the morning I went outside and I was like, yo, this is the worst, bro. It's been awful. Like it's not. There are people going to jump out and go, "Oh, you don't remember? Global warming's not a thing. It's fine. It's always bro, nonstop like this. We're in mid-February, guys. When did it? It started getting horrible. I remember the first freezing was mid-December, and we've basically been on it, ranging between very cold and dangerous. Don't leave the house cold.
Yeah.
The entire time.
My sister called me. She's like, "How does it feel?" I'm like I'm in a freezer.
Well,
I'm in a freezer.
I think what compounds like the issues. I remember it being cold, and it's definitely cold every winter like this, like zeros, not necessarily negatives, but definitely zeros for a couple of weeks. But with snow on the ground, that won't go away.
Well, no, and the length, because you're talking about. Does it ever hit 0 or minus? Sure. Ebro, the forecast hasn't said it's going to be over 32, even at highs for weeks. Now, it did end up hitting it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't remember the last time, at least, where when you look at the future, you go out 10 days, it never says above 32. It's
right
just
now,
20, 19,
the
17.
the 10-day for our area, if you're living in the tri-state and you're worried about, or care even what's going on, it looks like Wednesday we're supposed to hit 37. Saturday we're supposed to hit 37, and there might be a 42 on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, please!
But that comes with snow.
Oh, lovely.
And it's supposed to snow on Tuesday.
Yo, so here's the crazy thing. Normally here, like when you see precipitation, it's in the wintertime, it's more often rain. We haven't been getting much snow. Now we can't get rain to melt this disgusting.
You can't even get
yo, anyone who has nasty things to say about New York and you're looking for like a time to back up your
Now's
point,
the time.
Now's the time. You cannot argue. Like my friends, we all have friends who moved to the burbs, moved far away from the city a long time ago, who are like, "What are you doing, man? Life's hard. Don't be there." And you always argue back. Now is the time when I got to say, I look at y'all like, you know what? Y'all might be on to something. This is terrible.
This
is terrible. Yo, Justin Mamdani, he pushed alternate side again to tomorrow, which makes it now, it's over 2 weeks where they haven't done alternate side, which if you're not from New York, that's street cleaning. We call it alternate side parking.
Now, the streets need cleaning. The unfortunate part is people's cars are iced in. And so to actually get your now, Rosenberg, have you dug your car out?
Have I dug it out? I've knocked off most of the snow.
Okay.
And I got in it, and I like literally went back and forth in the spot to see if I'd be able to get out.
Yeah.
But I didn't leave, and I think I can. The hard part is another reason you don't want to move your car is there are so many ice banks that spots are like cut in half.
Yeah.
So the idea of getting a spot again once you move,
you're done.
You're like, I can't move the car. I'd rather take the ticket this week.
You're done.
So
the tickets are
bro.
So foul, man. Again, I saw another meter maid put a ticket on a car. I was like, how is this woman going to get this car out of here? How?
And then like producer
Griff.
Like producer Griff is saying, people are just like halfway backing in the spots and then leaving like half their car in the middle of the street. Yeah. We're at about 3,400 people tuned into the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show right about now. Please subscribe. Please hit the like so we could get this going in the algorithm and build the brand a little bit more broadly. And with that, Rosenberg, we need an intro. Laura, you ready?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Is it time for the rundown?
Let's go.
Run it down. Headlines heavy, but we still caught up. Lights still flashing, we don't slow up. What you got today?
Well, we've been talking about the Super Bowl halftime show, of course. Bad Bunny, shout out to him. Did you guys know? Because I was trying to figure out like his jersey, if it meant anything, and he had Ocasio in the number 64. That was paying homage to his mom. Usually, you take the dad's, like you celebrate the dad's family name, but he decided to celebrate his mother. And the 64 was the year she was born. So I thought that was pretty cool, right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so the more going on the internet and seeing all the Easter eggs is really cool to watch. But yes.
Now Laura, the Easter egg thing, and Rosenberg, chime in here. How long we been doing the Easter egg thing? Remember Beyonce came out with the Black Panther formation thing? That was a thing.
Yes.
And there was a few Easter eggs in that. I remember that. But has it been every year?
Last year's what took it to the next level because the Rihanna's was very straightforward in a beautiful but simple way, no?
Yeah, I believe so. And Usher,
she was just up there, except for the pregnancy reveal.
Right. Yeah. Usher's had the roller skating and different Atlanta things and I guess there was cultural things in it.
No, but Kendrick officially changed the game last year, I believe.
Where it was like, I got to do some research, and there's going to be think pieces and whole, rollout.
You can't even give an opinion on if you like it for 3 days. You need to wait and say, I don't understand it yet. I haven't done the math.
Right.
I'll let you know if I like it, but I think I liked it. I literally today was like, I really enjoyed it, but like I got to now go find a good piece to help me break. Now, Laura Stylez has done a great job, so I don't really need to, but I was like, I understood.
There's more, I'm sure.
But I'm sure there's more. There's so many little things. Yeah, Ebro, I really think that truly is a Kendrick thing.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't. If I would have attributed straight to Kendrick without thinking clearly, I would have been accused of sack riding, nut hugging, and being a glazer. So you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, listen, those charges can't be beat, so it doesn't matter what you do. But I'm thinking about the Dre, Snoop, Eminem one. I don't think there was any sort of
straightforward, right?
Rihanna was pretty straightforward. The Shakira J-Lo joint several years.
J-Lo did a little something, I remember she had I think it was like she had like a piece where she was talking about the kids that were in cages. So I remember she did something along those lines, but I don't remember anything else.
You know it went bad for Donald Trump when I'm seeing people like Piers Morgan coming for him saying responding to Trump's truth about the event.
And
sorry, Laura.
Like, shut up.
Oh,
yeah, because Trump put out a long thing, and like Piers Morgan, who I generally can't stand, but I will say this. He doesn't live on one side of everything. He will give his opinions. I just generally think the opinions suck. He said to the president's post, he wrote, "Couldn't disagree more, Mr. President. I absolutely love Bad Bunny's halftime show. Amazing. Parentheses, best in Super Bowl history. Theater, choreography, great energy, superbly confident performance, and a very welcoming, unifying message.
Wow.
And Spanish is first language for 50 million plus Americans."
What? For Piers Morgan?
That's Piers Morgan, bro. Yeah,
wow.
it may have not.
Okay.
It may have not hit the way you thought it was going to. President.
Well, and since we're on it, Laura, we're going to come back to you to finish the rundown.
Yes.
Since we're on it, what it reeked of for me, that whole post from Trump, that I need to create a problem here because, and I want everybody to think about this. He creates problems where there isn't a problem because he can benefit from creating the problem and then try to be or position himself as the problem solver. Every single time something happens, I want you to remember that. Because there was no need for him to do that in this moment. There was an American flag. Puerto Rico's part of America. It was unification. It was love. It was a party. There was nothing negative.
Ebro, he tried to run down the dancing. Of all people, you think you're going to make us believe that you were offended? You. Hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, bouncing up and down, looking at women everywhere.
Hanging out with Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj is your best friend. You were offended by the dancing?
Stop.
You're right. It's completely. Didn't you talk about this the other day? The messaging in those emails with Epstein and Peter Thiel about like them.
It's a psyop. It's a psychological operation. This whole thing of dividing us and figuring out ways to be divisive is a psyop. And dismantling and destabilizing our society has been something that these billionaires have been on, creating a narrative that we're at each other and we're disagreeing when the truth is we're more alike than we are different. But
right.
The more we're together on things, the more we stop them from making the moves that they want to make and the money they want to make. They don't want us unified and moving together.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
John Mellencamp, I don't know what Bad Bunny is saying. However, I do know he's standing up for Puerto Rico, and I am standing up for him. His halftime show was great. John Mellencamp.
As middle American as you could get, damn near.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys another reason for people to be mad. They were mad at Green Day. They were not happy. They were posting like all their favorite like moments of like them at concerts and be like, never again. Here's a clip, okay, of Green Day's Billy Armstrong as he has some words for ICE. And this was at the Super Bowl. I think it was like a party. This was like a Spotify party. Watch this.
It goes out to all of the ICE agents out wherever you are. Quit that shitty job you're at. Because when this is over, and it will be over at some point in time, Christino, Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump,
were mad. They were mad.
Yo, so good. Yo, man, I love them, man. They
I
from the
didn't
Bay
know.
too, man. Shout out
Did
to
they
them.
drop? I didn't know if when they did American Idiot and Boulevard of Broken Dreams and the records they did to start the show, I didn't know if they also dropped any little bars in there or not.
I didn't hear any.
I saw that they did, but I don't know. It's just internet talk. You know what I mean? I don't know, because people are saying that they switched some lyrics to give little subtle messages. But
And also, I just want to shout out Billy Joe Armstrong for the work he's done. I like him still looking young. I'm not ready to live in a world where Green Day looks like 58-year-old men. So I just want to shout out whoever he's working with, because he
so
looked
you
good.
think he's doing something? You think he's got some?
Did you see the youth in that face?
I mean, listen. Some people just got young face.
Hold on.
he
How
looks
old
good.
is he? Looks good. No, he looks good.
He
I
looks
don't know
good.
how old he is actually. So
I'm gonna look right now. He's
Griff
53.
Griff says they didn't do the second verse of American Idiot. That's the one that goes super hard. So they I guess there's claims that since they didn't do that verse, is that what you're saying, Griff? That people are saying they didn't really.
Well, but it was a medley also. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, look, man. Listen. You guys saw me doing the dance, right? I was in there with the corporate types. You guys saw me
hold on, Ebro. I got a special one for you. Hold on.
Come on, man. You saw.
No, listen. Hold on. Let me say something about Ebro. Very excited for him. I mean, I was posting the Bad Bunny stuff. The whole thing's crazy. It's an amazing opportunity.
It is. It's so cool.
I just want to do what Ebro would do for me if this situation were reversed. Yo, Laura, your man went from NFL crusader to the NFL would like to sincerely thank you for watching the half. Yo, he's the voice of the NFL. Yo,
oh my God.
No, I can honestly say we've never seen anything like this before.
You got to do the dance. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a good dance. If you're gonna dance, do the biggest dance. No, do the biggest
dance. Do the dance.
You know what I'm saying? This is he's not hosting the Pro Bowl. This is
the Super Bowl. This is the one.
It's the bowl that's super, right here.
It's the one.
No, you're gonna dance.
It's the one.
Yo, my man is Savion Glover up here.
Savion Glover.
Yo.
I cannot.
No, that's Sammy Davis right here. He got the tap. Can't grab those joints.
No, listen. I got on the good. Listen, I got on the good foot. You know what I'm saying? On the good foot.
You want to know what James Brown meant? He meant this. He got on the good foot.
Yo. Now, and you know what's crazy? I'm going to tell you the ill part is I actually work with a group of people that we can have this conversation behind the scenes. Like, everybody knows what it is. Like, you know what it is.
Right.
And no one is, no one is acting like, there aren't things that we are unhappy about and how things are in this current climate. Like, that's not a thing at all.
Yeah, I mean, and I hope people know that in general. And they don't. Every one of us who works someplace that has some ties or things that are questionable to us or blatantly or whatever level it is, you think the people who are there don't know it? Like, everyone's got, this is what it goes back to, is everyone who wants to be gainfully employed, where do you work that's not connected to some part of this? This is how he got here, is because big business and money likes this whole thing.
Yeah.
And they put us, I think a lot of times, put aside their moral values. It's not that they all agree with all of it. It's just that how can they disagree with the bottom line?
Right.
Well, and then there's just other particulars of just how you're going about doing business, right? Because these companies they're in business to do business with everybody. They're not in business to make a political stand. Which does make the NFL part interesting. I'm taking a political stand. But look, the NFL booked Green Day.
And Bad Bunny. Like, that's the really interesting part here.
They've done a deal with Jay-Z where Rock Nation is booking the halftime. And Rock Nation is booking Coco. Rock Nation got Well, yeah, there's convo. Rock Nation we weren't doing Lift Every Voice and Sing before Rock Nation was involved. Let's be clear. We were not singing the Black National Anthem before Rock Nation was involved.
Well, that was also a 2020 That was a post George Floyd 2020 NFL, when they were putting up the things in the end zone, end racism. They also said we're going to start every season and I guess every Super Bowl with Lift Every Voice and Sing, which in some ways, I'm not going to lie, guys, it gets me. It's like the most covering up thing of all time. Like, I can't take it. And also, but it's like, but how can you not take it? I mean, it is the Black National Anthem. It's right. But also, I'm like, really? You're just going to add a song? Are you still doing? But on the opposite, the NFL, I can't. This is the part I just can't quite figure out. Why did the 32 owners, why are all of them good with Jay-Z making these decisions? Why were they good with Green Day? You would think it goes absolutely against so much of what they actually believe. Or is it just more important, back to what the important part is, the bottom line? And these are the
getting
people
as
who
many
reach
people
and make money.
and getting as many people in as possible. But the whole Green Day booking, I was told that was an NFL straight up thing.
Oh.
That wasn't a part of the Rock Nation thing.
Interesting.
The way it was articulated to me. I don't know if that's true, but that was how it was articulated to me.
Well, but let's be real. And this is the problem that the right has. Let me explain something. Listen close. Get close to your radio or your television.
Are we still
screen.
on the radio?
Whatever.
Maybe you're listen, I hope people get in their car and throw the YouTube on and you can listen to this in your car.
Right,
I hope
so
that
turn it
still
up
happens.
loud. Turn it up loud.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Generally speaking, and this is not hate, this is facts. Generally speaking, right-wing people are not creative or talented. So the pool of who to get is basically non-existent. This goes all the way down. It literally trickles down to turn on Fox News for 5 minutes, or don't give many eyeballs. Watch a clip or two on your timeline. I've said this for many years, Ebro. Even their graphics suck. Like, these people don't have creative brains. They're not open-minded. That's why they don't accept other people. So when you're trying to think of who can we get, if you want to get someone who's actually popping, who is the person that you would even get who's not on the right side of history? Because the best artists are usually on the right side of history.
Well, whether it's
which is
art,
the left side.
By the way, whether it's art, community, whatever, collaboration is key. And if you're not open to connecting with people from other walks of life, other cultures, other beliefs, whatever, you're never going to make the best of anything. You're just not. If you think about the things that we love, it's people coming together from different experiences and walks of life to create a thing, something new, something fly, something that really strikes an emotional chord that we can all believe in. It's about, listen, I know I sound corny and it's an after-school special, but if you think about everything is people coming together. The food we love. Think about the food you love.
Yes.
Bruh, facts. If you want to have the foundational Black movement on your head, even hip-hop was a multitude of people.
Yeah. It was.
Lots of people. A lot of different people coming together to make this thing work.
It was. But, look, I think that's what most of us know and realize, and that's why, we all have hope and belief that we can pull people together and do something better. You know what I mean? That's what we're all about here.
They had to shut down the damn Kennedy Center. That's how bad. That was from our chat. It's a great point. They are so uncreative. They have so few artists they can even go to. They're like, you know what? Just close the damn Kennedy Center. We don't.
We can't even book this joint.
Who are we gonna put in here? How many times can Kid Rock play? Just know what? Close the joint. We don't have any room for anyone.
Now, Laura, we didn't put a bow on the rundown. We went on a bunch of tangents. You got anything else you want to throw?
We did. Well, let's just go to the lowdown. Let's go to the lowdown. Just because I'm just going to call out.
We don't want to talk to the angel of death, though. You know what I'm saying?
Are you sure?
Hold on to your speakers.
It's time.
It's time for the lowdown with Laura Stylez.
Now, that intro was provided by none other than the great Hot Rod Rick. Hot Rod Rick, why are you trying to DM me and call me through Instagram in the middle of the Super Bowl?
No, he was drunk. No, my man was lit up.
Y'all know. look, I follow him. I don't only DMs I see is people I follow. So I didn't see it at the time, but I saw like, you know, in your DMs where somebody could call you or something.
Yes.
You're saying missed calls.
I saw missed calls. Wow.
got hype.
Look,
He got
I still got my bracelet on from the Super Bowl. I just landed this morning. That's crazy.
Yo, Rick, let me tell you something about Rick. Rick was beat up out here. Because that means he was just he had to be Super Bowl drunk.
He was wasted.
And he's like, he heard your voice. He was like, nah, that's my man. I'm going to call him right now. Yo, my man, what are you doing? Yo,
yeah,
man.
that's funny.
Hilarious. All right. Well, you guys, so there's this rumor that Stefon Diggs and Cardi B unfollowed each other from Instagram.
I saw this.
Man.
Yes.
Now, why right after the game, though?
And look,
Nah,
and again, it's a rumor. So there was also a rumor that Cardi B left before the game was over.
Well,
So
that just might be on some, like, let me go ahead and beat traffic, though.
Why don't we see? Why did they show Cardi B? Why did they show Cardi B?
I mean, they showed her in a casita.
Well,
Besides
maybe
her lap
was she
dancing with the
sitting in a
robot.
box? Was she sitting in a box? Well, I don't know if she was. I don't know.
I don't know. But maybe that speaks to the point that maybe they broke up this week.
So that's the big rumor right now. So let's see, man. Let's see.
Yo, maybe she was like, yo, I'm putting up with all your BS, but if you lose this Super Bowl, I'm out.
No.
And then he was like, oh, you lost? I'm out.
Now, let me tell you something. Stefon turned this into a season. When they started dating, you guys remember, I was killing it. I was like, why is she with Stefon Diggs? He's a mess. He's going the wrong direction. And then he ends up putting together a great season. You know, well, he wasn't like epic, but he had a good season on a team that goes to the damn Super Bowl. Maybe she was like, listen, I don't root for no damn loser. You're going to get up here and get your ass kicked on TV.
Man.
He didn't do much yesterday. I'll tell you that right now.
All right. Well, another person that people were throwing tomatoes at just because virtual tomatoes was Chris Brown. So as soon as the Super Bowl halftime show is done, he decides to go on Instagram stories and say, I think it's safe to say they need me, with like an emoji like shading Benito. People were like, can you shut up?
Nah, Chris.
I'm going to tell you, Chris, I'm going to tell you what you need.
Come on.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Why?
Where did you even? Yo, Chris, who were you watching the game with? I need to know what that environment was like and what you're talking about. Chris is somebody who's collaborated with Caribbean artists, African artists. Like, what are you talking about?
I know. I was just like, really? You want to do this now? Okay. Just say congratulations and keep it moving. Or don't say anything.
Well, and not only that, but like if we're trying to smooth this out, why you?
This ain't the way.
Why you?
Hit the button, Rosenberg.
Come on.
No, it's
Congratulations, you played yourself.
what,
I know.
why, where,
I know.
Yo, and by the way, after coming off a massive tour, world tour, celebration, like why would you even be in a negative space about anybody or anything, or especially Bad Bunny?
I know. Even the Team Breezies were like, I love you, but this is crazy. You could have just sat there, ate your wings, and zip it.
And I'm not, and again, I'm not saying this is right. I'm just saying it's facts. They're never calling, bro. The Super Bowl's never calling. I'm sorry. It's just, listen, there's some things in life can't happen. And maybe ain't never happened.
5 years from now. If there's a smooth 5 years over the next 5,
well, and then
nice
he has to have
smooth.
like, and then he has to have like some really big mainstream, you know, not just his people big, but like truly gigantic project or something. And even then, when we live in an era now where if something happens, if someone gets popping, they all dig up the pictures and the messages.
Oh yeah,
I'm not saying it's fair.
Tough it out. You're gonna have to tough it through all the.
I don't think there's toughing. I don't think there's relive. I think once it goes up, people immediately go, "Oh yeah, we can." And I'm not saying that's fair because he was literally like him and Rihanna were children. But
she's forgiven him. He's apologized. He's done like, I mean, how much what's it called? Forgiveness can you ask for over what? How long has it been now? 20 years.
20 years. When there is visual evidence of abuse, Ray Rice and his wife are together. They've always been together. Since that video came out, they made up, they got back together. He goes around and speaks to people about domestic violence. He's like done all the right things. He can't get back in sports. Like it's when there's because that video, if you recall, Ebro, the elevator video.
I remember, but that's like Cassie and Diddy video.
Correct. That was the thing we said. That's all the things that have been said about Diddy. He can't ever escape the video. Like when people see a man abusing a woman like that, it never leaves your brain. You go, Well,
and by the way, since we're talking about abuse and we're in the lowdown, where is the Epstein Survivor ad? Did you guys see this?
I didn't see it air.
How is Trump talking about moving on from the Epstein files? How are we even having this conversation in public? Like, and to your point, Rosenberg, there's pictures of Epstein. There's a video. You saw the video of Epstein and Trump with the little girls in the room. I don't know. Is that a real video? Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was looking to see if that was AI, where they're basically looking at some little girls dance.
I don't know, Ebro, but I've seen photos. That's enough for me. It's enough.
Play. Do you have the ad, Rasan?
Yeah.
After years of being kept apart, we're standing together.
Standing together.
Because this girl deserves the truth.
Because she deserves the truth.
Because we all deserve the truth.
Wow.
Now, I was told that played during the Super Bowl. Is that true?
I thought it was supposed to, but I didn't see it, I don't think. Do you see it?
I didn't see it. And I also read that it was just released during the Super Bowl, but like not necessarily aired. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because that's very expensive to air.
So, yeah, we're living in a time right now where we see names, we see correspondence. They say Donald Trump is mentioned more in the Epstein files than Harry Potter is mentioned in the Harry Potter book.
Bro. It's crazy. Of course he wants it to go away.
Like times 3.
So why are we even talking about this?
They say Trump's name in the Epstein files more times than they say Harry Potter in the entire Harry Potter series.
Yeah, whoever did the research to come up with that.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Like, it's interesting, but
it made me cackle, sadly.
No, it's
sadly,
crazy.
I had to laugh. I had to laugh because it's that crazy.
No, but Laura, you're right. Like, the quotes of him, like, I don't even think it's just time for us to move on. We need to just move on. Meanwhile, Hillary and Bill are like, hey, let's get this cracking. You want to have a conversation? Let's have this conversation in public.
In public. They're like, it straight up. We're not trying to be behind closed doors. We want the world to see and hear. You think it's going to happen?
I thought
it was already scheduled.
Well,
but the public part.
Yeah, they don't want to do it if it's behind closed doors and just televised behind closed doors.
Yeah.
They want it live.
And the Trump team doesn't want it in public. They want to be able to spin the narrative and control the narrative.
So it's going to be interesting to see.
It would be interesting, even though the legal ramifications would be whatever. It would be super interesting if they just did a live, got someone to interview them. Hell, get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. Pretend this is what's happening. Interrogate us. We're doing it ourselves live on YouTube, wherever it is. We want the world to see it. And then that way, whatever happens afterwards happens. But, like, maybe you just got to go live on your own.
Oh, wow. That would be something.
Sometimes you got to go on your own. Thank you for listening to the Ebro Laura Rosenberg Show.
Beautifully. I see what you did there, and I respect it.
Hit the like button, get the algorithm popping, and that was the low down with Laura Stylez. Hit that outro. The intro's the outro for that. You know what I'm saying?
The intro's the outro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize the intro was the outro.
I just made that up right now. It's probably not, but still, I like it. I like it so much I want to hear it again.
Okay. Good. And this
Hold
thing.
on to your speakers. It's time for the lowdown.
Thank you, Laura Stylez.
Yo, by the way, I heard my boy Mike Tyson had a horrible ad yesterday too.
I didn't see it.
He did?
I didn't see it, but I heard he had an ad for Maha.
Oh, Lord.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh.
Yo, somebody find the ad, load it up. We gotta watch it.
Producer Griff
Griff
said, yeah,
says
it was nuts. Oh,
Wait, so
gosh.
We need to
Mike
see
Tyson.
it.
Mike Tyson is talking about making America healthy again.
No, I need to see it. I want to see it.
Jason said, yeah, it was nuts. Talking about eating ice cream every day, weighing 345 pounds. I need to see this. I did not know this was a thing.
Raul hits us in the super chat. Raul says Trump's name is in the Epstein files more than Jesus in the Bible. Look it up.
Raul!
Yo, he just made that up, but I'm here for it.
Fact. Well, speaking, since Jesus is only in the New Testament.
It's possible because
possible.
Because your man Trump's in every testament of the Epstein files.
Every testament chapter.
He's in Ghislaine Maxwell 311. Yeah. He's in all of them.
Oh man. It's time for the gurus.
Let's go.
Ebro Laura Rosenberg at gmail.com or for the gurus specifically, the original gurus.
Clean up.
At gmail.com.
Yes, the original gurus at gmail.com. Where the original gurus unite to shine the light. Ebro, burn the sage.
Zen.
Hi, Rosenberg. Who's out there? Who needs us?
Good morning, OGs. I need some work/career advice. I've been a high school teacher and I graduated from college 9 years ago. I work in DOE public school, Department of Education public school for 5 years, and then left to go work at a charter school. I can't say that I enjoy teaching because it's the only career I know and I believe I'm good at it. I do want to change careers, but I'm afraid of starting over, especially in this economy at a potential entry-level salary. I make 6 figures, and I'm not sure I'll find another job/career that'll pay as much if I decide to switch careers at this point in my life. I know I'm very lucky to be a teacher in NYC and get paid as much as I do, but I'm unhappy with my career choice. Should I try to find a new career that would make me happy or stick with education because the money is good? Extra info. I have a bachelor's in math and master's in education. I pay a mortgage in Queens, and I have a wedding/honeymoon to pay off. So money is a concern of mine.
Wait. You have a wedding and honeymoon to pay off? Like you took out a loan to get married?
Maybe. People do that.
If but I just want to say, if you have to take out a loan.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Facts. Am I bugging? Like, why would we do that to ourselves?
No, I had a bigger congrats for this person who's obviously lovely, and we're going to still try to give you real advice. But when she hit us with the extra info, not a master's in education.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You can't go all the way to master's in education and then, but this teaching thing is not for me.
But I'll give you this. Maybe where you're teaching is not for you.
Sure.
Maybe you need to explore other things you can do with your master's.
Maybe what you're teaching is not for you.
What you're teaching is not for you.
Yeah, but I do think you need to make a plan because right now, 6 figures as a teacher, I know so many teachers who can't even.
Well, that's because she has a master's, Laura Stylez.
Right.
So in teaching, you can make more money if you have more of your,
So what I'm trying to say is I think this person needs a plan, though, a financial plan, because it will be a risk. Switching any kind of career, it's a risk. And if you have things you got to pay, maybe make it a goal to pay off certain things and have some money on the side if you want to experiment and try different things just in case, because you never know. A lot of these jobs might be like, all right, we're going to start you at a super entry level position where you're probably not going to be making the same. Because he did say that money is a huge concern.
Well, yeah, you got to pay off a wedding and a honeymoon.
That's a lot.
Like, bruh. Listen, we could go. I just want my lady to know, if this Ebro Laura Rosenberg thing doesn't work out, the wedding we're planning, It's not gonna happen.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No. We're gonna get married.
Right.
We're
But the
just
wedding.
not. We ain't spending rooftop where? What? Catering who? Huh?
Who?
What are you
Food.
talking about?
You
We'll
got a
be
BYOB.
We'll be right here in this living room. and you and I will cook the night before. I love you to
tasty.
death. It's gonna taste amazing. And maybe nobody shows up, but it doesn't matter because we're in love and we have each other and we'll still be married. But we are not taking out a loan.
Yeah.
That's
tough.
If you want to, I would just say two things. One, consider teaching elsewhere, switching up the teaching you're doing. If you want a complete career switch, I know how hard this will be. You're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to build that in the off hours.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just like leave and hope something works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So-
you would be hitting the button. The button would be loud. If you leave what you have,
No, you can't.
and without a plan or without a
Please don't.
locked in.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Never get up from the table. Never give up your seat until you got another.
Yeah. So try these things. Maybe change where you teach or change subjects or I don't know. Just try something different. And to Rosenberg's point, just start building whatever you want to do on the side, but definitely do not quit your job. So say the gurus.
I'm told before we hit the outro music, we have the Tyson ad. Want to see it?
I need to see that, and I need to see Cardi B doing trying to give a robot a lap dance.
Oh, yeah. All right. 2 congrats in a row, apparently. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
My sister's name was Denise. She died of obesity at 25. She had a heart attack. I was so fat and nasty. I would eat anything. I was like 345 pounds. A quart of ice cream every hour. I had so much self-hate when I was like that. I just wanted to kill myself. We're the most powerful country in the world, and we have the most obese, fudgy people. Something has to be done about processed food in this country.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
I mean, listen, guys, this is one of those things where you have to own up to, yeah, it sucks that it's an ad for RFK's thing, but like the messaging
That wasn't
of it.
bad. The message was fine. Who said that was bad? Like, how did that even?
Congratulations, you played
All
yourself.
I heard. Go ahead, Griff.
Well, no, I was saying Griff said it was crazy. What was crazy about it?
Yeah, he said I was 345 pounds and I was eating a quart of ice cream every hour because Mike was really that fat. Listen, Mike has questionable choices and definitely seems to be around these people at times, so there's no way around that. But in spite of the fact that it's RFK and it's Make America Healthy Again and the whole thing seems absurd. Listen, a broken clock is right twice a day. Eat real foods. We have a processed food. You have to remember, that's how RFK got popping in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
When RFK got popping with people, it's because he is on the right side of being against processed food.
Which a lot of us are.
So
we're
he just
tired of our
happens
food being poisoned.
Well, yeah,
It's straight poison.
And also the things that we have in foods that are banned in other places around the globe. Wasn't he on that type of time too?
Yeah, I mean, of course he's doing nothing now, but kissing the feet at the altar, and
that's
I don't think he's doing anything to actually make anyone healthy again. But that actual ad, I don't actually have a problem with. I don't think.
Well, and I love Cardi B, and I hope that she found this funny like I did.
No, she had
I
to.
really do. Knowing Cardi B, I hope she laughed.
And before we watch it, I just want to say, you guys see the moment right before the last piece when she had done enough. She had done enough for the joke. She wanted to pop the photographers. I'm outside looking hot. There are cameras. There's a robot. Let's have fun. Let's do what I do. You'll see the moment when you go, yup, she's done. Walk away. And she goes for one more. And that's the button. Let's see it.
Hi, Cardi.
Get away from my man.
Yeah.
You're the man, you know? Give me a lap
Cute. They love it. Cute. Oh.
Cute.
Back.
It's still good.
Cute. No, cute. We're done. We're all done. We're all done. We're done.
Get me out.
Get me out.
Oh my God.
Nah, Nah, that's hilarious.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Well, my first thought was they haven't given the robot enough AI to tell the robot he ain't supposed to be trying to fall on top of Cardi B. That was my first thought.
Nah, he was hyped.
The robot was like, "Oh, this is what we doing? I'm going in.
It's time.
I'm going in."
Yo, and then the headline that I
funny.
first saw, though, the first headline of Cardi B threatens to sue TMZ. Bro, they posted a video, and she commented under it, "Take this down or I'm suing." It was a joke.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
She gets it, bro. That was very
I love
funny.
Cardi
That was
B. That was
funny.
so good.
Yo, Ebro, did you hook our FOD up with Lewis Hamilton?
Nah, based on what I was seeing, it wasn't appropriate for me to bring up another person.
Right, because he was busy.
So you're saying going up while he's canoodling with Kim Kardashian, going, yo, I see what you're doing, my guy?
Yo, Kim, chill for a second. Let me talk to Lewis about this voice note I got from somebody I've never seen before.
I don't know if y'all heard, but we're doing our thing, right? We got a studio. We got plans. Anyways.
We got plans. We didn't make it to the studio today. I just landed this morning. But we in there tomorrow for sure. And then we'd love to hear from you. You know what I mean? Ebro Laura Rosenberg at Gmail. Laura, I have a merch update. Please like and share. Please subscribe to the Patreon if you got it. Or just subscribe here.
Do you like the idea of the Patreon this week being the origin story? I think that's a fun Patreon concept.
The origin story. What's the origin story?
How you got to Hot, how I got there, how Laura got there, then how the show came together. Like the full origin story.
Sure.
People want it. Yeah.
It'll be I think it'll be a fun, interesting thing.
I was going to say, with the Super Bowl and Bad Bunny, we didn't get to J. Cole's album, which we'll be doing tomorrow, I had a great time with the Cole album, but I'm sure we got a lot to talk about there.
Yeah.
No, Rosenberg, I got to know how you feel about this Cole album. I really do. Because
Why?
I feel like you loved it.
Well, I guess you're going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Ooh.
You see, we're teasing out here. We're teasing.
That was professional. Ebro Laura Rosenberg. We'll see y'all tomorrow.